COVID-19 has virtually ravaged all sectors of Belizean society. While a lot of focus has been placed on economic recovery, education, and healthcare, spirituality has taken a backseat to the goings-on in this country. Being physically present at daily and weekly church services has dwindled considerably, making it twice as difficult to attend to the needs of parishioners, including the less fortunate.
We are used to celebrating Mass almost every day. We don't celebrate Mass on Good Friday. So every other day of the year, we have Mass, and people come because of their awesome love for the Eucharist and their devotion that they have been observing for many, many years. So that played a very major impact on parish life. For myself, I'm not encountering the parishioners as usual. Was kind of dramatic in the sense that you're not seeing folks that you normally see almost every day around weekends.
That means that collecting tithes from churchgoers in order to run the financial affairs of the community has been quite a challenge. Contributions from baptisms, weddings, and funerals have also petered out. Bishop Moses Benguche heads the Methodist Church in Belize and Honduras.
It is by the grace of God. And the church is thankful to its committed, faithful members who continue, despite the challenging situation we are facing, who continue to give. But of course, that membership has dropped. And it means then that the church have to scramble around in other areas. For example, we're happy for our membership, those in the diaspora who would assist from time to time. And honestly speaking, when we speak to, for example, the church giving out hamper baskets, it is not only the local membership that continues to encourage that kind of giving to those who are in need, but it is also those from the diaspora who have also sent some funds.
Perhaps the greatest obstacle encountered by the church recently was government's initial position that worshippers who wish to attend service would have to produce a vaccination card in order to participate in the celebration of Christ. Because the church exists to accept all sinners into the house of God, turning away the unvaccinated naturally presented a quandary.
To tell people, a person comes up and he doesn't have a card, he or she doesn't have a card to come into the church. You are going to tell them, no, you realize the implication of that. It's church,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is a very serious situation to hear, no, you can't come in.
From the perspective of the Methodist Church, whose bishop is also the senator representing the Council of Churches, the need for vaccination is fully supported.
The Methodist Church, working with the Belize Council of Churches, has always advocated for the use of vaccine and for our citizens ensuring that they're vaccinated. And so we, the Methodist Church, has been at the forefront and promoters of the vaccine insofar as taking the vaccine is concerned. In fact, we have sat down with the government on numerous occasions to encourage them and to remind them that our buildings are also available for a part of the vaccination campaign.
In St. Martin's, Swift Hall has been designated as a vaccination center. At St. Joseph, however, Father Noel Leslie has had to determine who amongst his flock is vaccinated based on casual conversations.
As a pastor, it's something that kind of baffled me. It's something that I myself did not really want to do. And I would say happily because of my knowledge of the people who come here and what I knew about them before that regulation there, in ordinary conversations, I found out who were vaccinated and not vaccinated. So it was those regular ones who were vaccinated that I knew that kept on coming. and I didn't have to bother too much.
But is there a moral responsibility for the church to uphold in reducing the spread of the virus by avoiding contamination between vaccinated and unvaccinated churchgoers?
The persons who are fearful and are vaccinated and now know that people who are unvaccinated will be allowed to come. They don't necessarily have to come. And this service will still be online, so they will still get it. Just as we did yesterday was our anniversary service, it was online, and people got it, and people, interestingly, we are having people outside of our area, outside of our country, joining the service now with the new way of doing things.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.